Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, CeeChronicles here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I post fragrance related content on this platform and would very much appreciate it if you did decide to subscribe and join the family. Now, to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. Please check out my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. The link is in the description. That channel focuses on my life outside fragrance reviews. In the same description, I have also created a PayPal link where if you feel you want to donate towards the purchases of some of the fragrances on this channel, you can go ahead and do so. Why I did create that link, guys, is this channel relies solely on AdSense. I do not have affiliate links, sponsorships, partnerships, paid promotions, or a thank you button. And this is so because of my geographic location. Now, welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to review these two together because they come from the same company. These fragrances are from EMPER. Okay, EMPER, that is the company name, right there. And one is called Lady Presidente, and the other one is called Lady Presidente Nuit, and both of them say Perfume, right? Let me take them out and then we're going to spray them on tester papers, but I'm going to do one at a time, okay? I'm not going to do like a compare and contrast because disclaimer, these two do not smell the same at all, right? They just come from the same house. So I thought it would be beneficial to just bring them at the same time in case you wanted to know which one you should go for, right? So this one is the Nuit, also called Lady Presidente, and this one is just Lady Presidente. I think this one is the most popular one. Okay, so let us start with the most popular one. I did feature this one, guys, a couple of weeks ago, and offset, I can tell you this is a fruity toned fragrance, very fruity forward there, right? Ooh, this is beautiful, guys. So immediately you get a burst of mango and that nectarous vibe. This is enjoyable. You know, there's some of these fragrances that I have within my collection that I test and I bring to you. This is one that it's just making me think, why am I not wearing you that much? This is a gorgeous fragrance, guys. This is built on fruit. So you're going to get a burst of fruits, especially a very realistic mango there. And a realistic peach as well. So the mango and the peach, okay, doing like a push and pull there. So some of you are going to be stuck on the mango and some are going to argue to the end of the day that this is a peach toned fragrance. However, I do get a presentation of both. And then there is that blood orange and the raspberry. So this is a fruity, definitely, fruity forward fragrance, although it does carry a host of florals. I think there is like the lotus flower there and maybe other white florals. I've forgotten to list them down. And then the base of this fragrance is going to have some sandalwood, a coconut, and some musk. Now, this immediately screams tropical. The DNA in itself leans feminine. It just comes across as one I would say is blind buy safe if you're gifting a woman or even a young lady, okay? Because it does have that youthful, playful tone to it. The coconut and the star apple nut here, I think, are what refine this fragrance and give it like a almost milky finish, but without that milky note being like a heady coconut type of thingy. It just has like a very creamy backdrop, like just a creaminess happening in the background, but not enough to disturb those fruits, especially the fruits, okay? Though of course it does have the florals. Beautiful presentation there from EMPER. These guys know what they're doing. So this is a house I'm going to explore just to make sure, that I bring you as many as I can because I think this is gorgeous. As for the bottle, kind of reminds me of the Chris Adams type of bottles because they're so big on putting like cases around the bottles and stuff like that. So, okay, guys, that's what I can say about this one. Feminine leaning in terms of lasting power. This one is a 6-hour type of fragrance, six and a half hour type of fragrance, after which you must reapply. But it is a compliment getter, especially in that first hour or two. It does relieve a trail and does have somewhat of a moderate sillage, okay? But you are going to be moving around there, wrapped around in a beautiful nectarous, mango-y, tropical tone of a fragrance, guys. So that is what I can say about Lady Presidente. Let's move on to the second one, which is this one, right, the Nuit. I thought this was new, honestly. When I saw an advert of this where I purchased it, I was like, I'm gonna buy that because it doesn't feature anywhere, except for the fact that EMPER themselves seem to have advertised this one years ago. So I'm just behind time, I guess. Anyway, now what you're gonna get from this is a rich, sweet, fruity tone of a fragrance, but this time the fruits present as a burst that's carrying the floral. So this becomes a fruity floral almost immediately, right? To an extent, some of you are going to, like get it opposite, like this is a floral, okay? But it definitely presents those two at the same time, asserts itself as a very sweet scent. It also has that feminine tone to it. So that perform is befitting. After you get past that initial burst, which can even come across as a little bit heady there, because it does feel to me like a jasmine, an indolic jasmine here that presents as quite heady, lush to an extent. If you watch the first impressions on my other channel, even Mima was like, ooh, that's too much, So it does have like that jasmine that kind of hits you there almost immediately, and then it has that sweet, irresistible tone to it, and then it has those fruits that come to the surface. What this fragrance does is a complete U-turn, and this is when it started making sense. After it just had that U-turn and it started leaning like it's very citrusy there, but citrusy not in a lemony, limey kind of tone, but it does have, of course, bergamot. I think it also has lemon there, but this citrusiness here presents as very sweet, like a rindy, very sweet orange. Okay, orange, even tangerine type of thing. Now, I'm going to cut to the chase, guys. After this fragrance does this shocker of an intro there, this dries down to Coco Mademoiselle, okay? And I think it's a sweetened, tad bit sweetened tone of that Coco Mademoiselle. Or what I didn't really fancy or like much about this particular one is it kind of comes off immediately there as too much going on, very room feeling, oh my God, I'm here, this is gonna do the most. And then it's one of those that then has those citruses way in. And once it becomes about the citrus, the jasmine takes somewhat of a backseat, and then it kind of becomes like a watered down, very gentle fragrance, where if it was the initial, scream that you loved, you're gonna be kind of like sort of disappointed that why didn't this fragrance just hang on like that? Why did it make a U-turn? So it does seem as though it does have like a heavy dose of that rindy, orangey, citrusy thing that to an extent then dilutes this after about 2 hours, and then it becomes sort of like a fragrance that you carry, of course, close to about 6-7 hours, but it will be very light on you as opposed to how it would have started. It is a beautiful presentation of that DNA of the Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. If you love that, you're gonna love this. I am even conflicted whether I love this more than I love the Club de Nuit, the Club de Nuit women, because I just feel a bit of a richness in this one. But yes, it is that unmistakable Coco Mademoiselle DNA. This one screams summer as well, but has a potential to cross over to other seasons because it claims itself as both a fruit and a floral. That jasmine has a potential also maybe to settle to become a maybe bolder jasmine as time goes. This particular one, it could very well be a fragrance that's going to surprise me and change to become something else. But as of now, it is fruity and floral. They're very feminine to the nose, Coco Mademoiselle-ish. Age group doesn't have an age group per se, as long as you like that Coco Mademoiselle DNA. This, however, is just a gorgeous tropical fragrance, and for this, I think it has set enough for me to say the performance I'm getting here is definitely the performance that this fragrance is meant, to present to me. Both fragrances are enjoyable, guys. I do not regret purchasing either of these fragrances. If anything, I might bring this one and compare it to my Club de Nuit after maybe 2 months to see which one I would recommend if you are completely crazy about that Coco Mademoiselle DNA. Do not smell like a continuation of each other. They're both well blended. I would absolutely give both of them 10 out of 10. Both of them are blind buy safe. Both of them are going to be compliment getters. This one leans more floral. This one has got a mango tone with a little bit of a creamy backdrop there and that coconut, but the coconut in here is not a, somewhat of like a heady coconut, if you will. It just gives like a creamy thing there, especially working with that star apple, okay, that star apple nut. So that is what I can say about the two, guys. And these fragrances have certainly awoken my curiosity to finding out more about some of the fragrances that are from the house of EMPER. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Lady Presidente versus Lady Presidente Nuit, both of them Perfume from the company EMPER, and those are my thoughts. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Do remember to turn on post notifications on this channel as well as my lifestyle channel. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload videos on both. Do let me know if you have fragrances from the EMPER line and which ones you recommend that I purchase next. I am so far impressed with the house. Like and share this video, guys, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.